Guten Morgen, BOHS. Heute ist March 21.
There's a clothing swap tomorrow at the Putney Moves at 133 Main Street in Putney, Vermont from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Bring a bag full of clothes to swap or an empty one to fill. They'll be accepting early drop-offs during the week before the swap, and only gently loved clothing, please. This is a free thing to attend.
That's right. Now we're going to head over to James with the weather.
Okay, so we got Thursday, which will be 48, a high of 48 and a low of 34. Friday, which will be a high of 41 and a low of 32. Saturday, which will be a high of 39, a low of 27. Sunday, oh my gosh, I can't figure this out. Sunday is a high of 54 and a low of 34. And Monday is a high of 45 and a low of 22. Now, back to the desk.
This Saturday, Bowl for Kids' Sake at Brattleboro Bowl from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bowl for Kids' Sake is a fundraising event that supports the important work of Big Brothers Big Sisters. There's a minimum donation of $25, so come on down.
Sport camp scholarships available. Are you planning on attending a sports camp this summer? Sport camp/event scholarship applications are available. You may pick up an application near the Booster Club room at the end of the administrative hallway. Now over to Chris with the world news.
So, not a whole lot of very positive world news going on today, so we're just going to talk about what has changed for the better over the last couple of years. Besides defeating ISIS, what has America won this year? Tax cuts. Congress has passed a tax law which will cut the corporation tax rate to 21%. Business owners and fueled stock market records. The gross domestic product has grown by more than 3% for 2 quarters in a row. Black unemployment is at a record low 5.9%. In stock market, the Dow has set record highs 70 times this year, rising 5,000 points in the first time in history. Now, back over to Forrest and Emma.
Thanks, Chris. The Women's Film Festival is starting this weekend. Great films for a good cause. Can you forward it to your contacts and invite your friends who might want to attend? Thanks. It runs Friday, March 22nd through Saturday, March 30th, and all proceeds benefit the local shelter and advocacy work of the Women's Freedom Center.
Films are listed on Facebook as well if you want to check them out and invite your friends there. www.facebook.com/womenfreedomcenter/events.
Jonah.
Okay, so last night the Celtics faced off against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics were able to control the lead for most of the game, but after I'm not going to say that word, a ton of free throws, the 76ers pulled away, and with some clutch shots from Jimmy Butler, they won the game by 3. If you want to watch the Celtics play their next game, they play the Hornets this Saturday at 6 p.m. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Jonah. Now that the weather is getting nice, why not go out for a hike? There are many places you could, one being Mount Wintasticate. Then go get something to eat right across the river at the Whetstone Station.
There will be a gem and mineral show this weekend in Hadley, Mass. On 41 Russell Street. On Saturday, it will be from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday 10 a.m. through 4 p.m. Admission is $5 and food will be available on site. Now we will see a PSA from Charlie.
On that note, the Windham County Humane Society has many pets that are looking for their forever homes. One animal in particular is Callie, a 2-year-old cat. Callie is medium-sized with long black hair, and she is looking for a house full of love. Come down and check her out.
Wheelhouse Clay Center is accepting registration for spring pottery classes. Coming up are 2 beginner wheel throwing classes, starting March 26th and April 10th, respectively. They also offer upper-level classes, as well as an intro to hand-building class starting June 6th. Go to wheelhouseclaycenter.com/classes for more information.
Now over to Charlie and Liz with today's special.
So today we're going to be talking about a new internet trend. It's putting your birthday in front of Florida Man, and then you get to see what Florida Man got arrested on your birthday and for what.
Crazy people.
Yeah, crazy people.
Crazy.
So we did a few of our cast and crew here at Buhs-Tv. Ryan's birthday is October 8th, and his Florida Man was headbanging to Slayer's Raining Blood during Hurricane Matthew. Chris's birthday is July 2nd, and his Florida Man was arrested for dressing as a pirate and firing muskets at moving cars. Forrest's birthday is December 14th, and his Florida Man was arrested for biting boys out of frustration. Yeah.
Gotta do it sometimes.
Gotta do it.
Miss Cram's birthday is April 28th. She was a Florida Man arrested for karate kicking swans in the head. It's freaking swans.
Fucking swans.
Emma's birthday is July 27th. She is a Florida Man arrested for drinking while driving, but she tried to convince cops that she was not drinking while driving. But she was only drinking at stop signs and stoplights.
Just at stop signs, it's fine.
And James' birthday is November 27th. He is a Florida man who stabs women with a fork over an underdone potato.
I mean,
They're nasty,
I would be mad too. Okay.
That's all we got.
Back to the desk.
On April 12th from 7:30 to 10 p.m., come to the Latches to see Rob Stannard and 3 Dangerous Bluesmen in their Mud Season Blues concert. Advanced ticket prices are $20 for the general public and $50 for VIP seats. Funds will go to the Vermont Arts Council and Latches Arts.
From March 9th to June 16th, you can come over to the Brattleboro Museum and Arts Center to see Glass-tastic, a series of glass sculptures based on drawings of monsters submitted from K through 6 kids. 20 glass artists poured work into these sculptures, so go check them out.
The Brattleboro Winter Farmers Market is happening on Saturday, March 23rd at 10 a.m. on Flat Street. So go support the sustainable agriculture by providing a viable winter season direct market outlet. Now we will see another PSA by Jonah.
Climate change threatens the health and well-being of the American people by causing increasing extreme weather, changes to air quality, the spread of new diseases by insects and pests, and changes to the availability of food and water. A team of researchers from the World Health Organization found that climate change is responsible for some 150,000 deaths worldwide each year. Alaska's glaciers are melting and retreating. Scientists from the University of Alaska and the U.S. Geological Survey estimate that Alaska is losing ice at the rate of 75 billion metric tons a year. According to the 4th National Climate Assessment, damaging weather in the U.S. has cost the government a total of $400 billion since 2015. By 2060, Miami expects a 14 to 34-inch rise in sea levels. Flooding from billions of tons of melting ice are forcing the people of the Marshall Islands to evacuate their homes.
Yes, movies playing at the Latches in Brattleboro this week include Free Solo, Captive State, Wonder Park, and Captain Marvel.
Sunday, March 24th at 4:20 to 6:20 p.m. Chill CBD flow and deep relaxation with Sarah. It's yoga, by the way. Includes a homemade raw vegan chocolate CBD 13 milligrams macaroon made by our local vegan cafe, Super Fresh Cafe. Space is limited, so please sign up for this. It's $25. Now over to David with funny news.
Zoom out.
Hey guys, so this is kind of old, but I just wanted to bring it up again because it's pretty good. But did you guys hear about that world record egg that got more than 52 million people to like it? The Instagram post broke Kylie Jenner's birth announcement post that was a title holder with over 18 million likes, and no one knew who published this until a 29-year-old creative advertisement agent named Chris Godfrey finally came forward of the account's creator. The New York Times asked him why he chose an egg as a subject, and he said, "An egg has no gender, race, or religion. An egg is an egg. It's universal." Godfrey is now using Eugene the world record egg to spread messages of positivity. The egg was recently found in an ad produced by Hulu and aired during the Super Bowl, where Eugene was seen cracking himself into pieces, and after, Eugene tells his fans, "The pressure of social media is getting to me. If you're struggling too now, talk to someone." And it was directed towards a website that has a whole bunch of mental non-profit health organizations across the world. And so I just thought that this silly egg post now turned into an icon for like mental health and positivity.
Yeah, I like all kinds of eggs. Fried, scrambled.
That egg thing cracked me up.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's a really good example of the power of the internet today, how something as mundane as an egg can be turned into this actually really positive
It really is.
thing.
I love eggs.
That's great.
Eggs are really good, especially with cheese.
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
Now we have a very special segment brought to you today by Forrest Z, the Science G. Throwback, That's Me. This is a game show. The title of the game show, wow, you can't see that at all. Hopefully you can in there, is The Science Show. And our 4 contestants today are David, Emma, Chris. That's 3. First slide, Jonah. Oh my goodness. I really hope, all right, at least you guys can read that. Thousands of years ago, oh, here's the premise, right. So these are all old scientific theories that have since been debunked. They're previous notions that ancient scientists used to have about the world, and they've since been proven to be not true. Well, Miss Cram knows this one. Thousands of years ago, as early as 5000 BC, scientists believed toothache was caused by what? Next slide. A tiny worm living inside the tooth. The British said it looked like an eel. The Germans said it looked like a maggot. They all agreed it was gross. B, drinking too much water. It was believed that drinking excessive amounts of H2O would cause your teeth to begin to rot. People were encouraged to drink only small amounts of water each day and supplement additional hydration with mead, beer, and other alcoholic beverages.
Sounds good to me.
Chickens. Yes, chickens. Since farmers seemed to suffer heavily from toothache, scientists devised the theory that people who inhaled chicken dust would get a toothache. Or D, juuling. We're going to first go over to Chris with your answer.
My first thought was D, but I'm gonna have to go with B.
Chris is going with B, drinking too much water. Emma?
I think B too.
Emma is also going with B. David?
Yeah, B sounds about right.
All right. Unanimously, everyone said B. Next slide. The answer is, next slide, A. A tiny worm living inside the tooth, believe it or not. All right, so 0 points in round 1.
Thinking about that, but
Great. Next slide. Question number 2. Let's see if someone can get some points on the board. Today, we know that heat is a form of energy. Like other forms of energy, it can be neither created nor destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to another. People didn't know this a few centuries ago. In 1787, French chemist Antoine Lavoisier proposed what? Next slide. A. Heat is a gas known as thermal oxide. This theory was used to explain the presence of ambient heat in an open environment. B. Heat is a fluid known as caloric fluid. The caloric fluid theory was used to explain the increase in temperature during compression. C. Heat is an internal phenomena, such as sadness or joy, triggered by the presence of things understood to be hot. This theory was used to explain why different people have different tolerances for heat. Or D. Heat is spicy air. This time we're going to start with David.
I'm gonna say A.
David is going with A. Emma, how about you?
I think A or B, but I think it's A.
Emma is also going with
Yeah.
A. Chris, how about you?
C.
Chris is going with C.
Yep.
And next slide. Answer is B. Heat is a fluid known as caloric fluid. I could not find a picture of caloric fluid because it doesn't exist, so I just used this hot sauce instead. Instead of heat fluid, I went with spicy sauce. So, again, no points for anyone. Let's step it up, desk. Question number 3. The ancient Greeks believed what about lambs? A. Lambs used to live underground in their own kingdom and only decided to join humans on the surface when they started to run out of space. B. Lambs grow out of the ground like a weed. Many ancient Greeks attempted to grow lambs as a crop. C. Lamb blood had powerful healing properties and could be used to treat everything from broken bones to fever. Or D. Lambs are actually just fluffy goats. We're going to start with Chris again.
D.
Chris is going with D. All right. Emma.
I think C.
Emma goes with C. Lamb blood, healing properties.
I'm gonna have to go with C.
David's also going with C. And let's see the answer. The answer was A. Sorry, that should say B. Lambs can grow out of the ground like a weed. Many ancient Greeks attempted to grow lambs as a crop. Not making this up. All right, last question.
They might have also thought they
Whoever
were
gets
goats
this question
too,
right
though.
is going to win. Hans Hubige, an Austrian engineer and inventor, devised this theory in 1894 about the universe. Was his theory A, the world ice theory, claiming that ice was the substance of all basic substances and had created the ice moons, ice planets, and a global ether? B, the universal theory of reflection, claiming that the entire universe was a carbon copy of a universe that existed before? He theorized that the old universe was about to come to an end when its last inhabitants found a way to reflect or duplicate it in its entirety.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. What is going on here? There, gets back. C, the theory of material senses, claiming that everything in the universe, living or non-living, shared the same basic 5 senses as humans: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. Or D, the yeet theory, claiming that for every yeet there is an equal and opposite yote. We'll go to Emma first on this one.
Oh no.
No pressure.
I gotta get this one. It's either A, B, or C. That's my answer.
All right, we'll come back to you. Chris, what's your answer?
C. No. B.
Chris is going with B, the universal theory of reflection. David, how about you?
I'm thinking either B or C, but I'm gonna choose A.
David's going with A, the world ice theory. Emma, what's your answer?
Okay, C. I just say
Emma
C.
goes with C, the theory of material senses. Let's find out who's right. The answer is A. Congratulations, David.
Dang,
he is our big
man.
winner. The world ice theory. He thought that everything was made of ice, pretty much. So,
Well, that's not
congratulations,
true,
David.
I
You win a
guess.
firm handshake from your host, Forrest Z, the Science G. And that is all we have for you today, BUHS. Thanks for tuning in to the Science Show, and goodbye.